So when we're looking at the justice system, we're looking at outcomes. Usually what we're looking at is adult outcomes. What do the adults want? Lost in all of this is actually what are the kids' justice needs? What do the kids want? And after working with the kids, you get a really good sense of what they want is they want the abuse to stop. They want, the people in their lives not to have consequences. They want to still have relationships with these people that they love and care about. But when you're negotiating that in the bigger system, and so then we're thinking about what do the parents want? What are the parents' justice outcomes? And what we know about the parents is they want the perpetrator to be caught. They want them to go to jail. They want them to have some form of consequence. They want them never to have contact with their child again. They want compensation for their child, whether that be monetary as well. So usually as an advocate, what I need to do is I really need to negotiate that system for the child and make sure that child's voice is heard with the parent. Because the parents, what I have seen in some parents is them using very good derogatory language around the people of interest for the children. And so they'll often call them pervs and pedophiles and bastards and a whole variety of other colourful terms. And that is equally as abusive and traumatic as what has actually happened to the child. And so we need to help the non-offending parent really understand that what they're doing with their kids and what they're saying in front of their kids has a huge impact. In actual fact, that most of the children's healing can be done through their parent. So we need to get them to understand their role. We need to get them to see their role as really important, and we really need to help them understand the language to use with their kids to promote healing and to promote safety for themselves. And this can be quite difficult at times when you're dealing with very angry, very frustrated parents, but that is my role. That is my role to make sure that those children's words are heard and that this parent understands how trauma and abuse affects kids and what their role is to play in that. So one of the areas for which I'm really passionate about is around rights and rights advocacy, and because I work with children and young people, what I look at is the UN rights of the child, and indeed our own state legislature around rights of children. And in the UN rights of the child, which we should all have read and understood, it's a very important document to know, is that in that it states that children have the right to be safe. And as part of that as well is that parents have the right to parent their children. So as part of the work that I do here at Parkerville and as part of my role as an advocate is to promote the rights of children and to make sure that children understand what their rights are and that parents understand that children have rights and they are also promoting the rights of their own children. The tool that I use to do this work with the kids is what we call protective behaviours. It's a great program that's set up to look at children's safety and looking at children's ability to grow their own emotional vocabulary, learn independent and life skills on how to become more assertive and more self-confident around their own safety needs. So often what we understand about parents and their reactions to hearing that their child has been abused in some way is that they often have a lot of guilt. Guilt that they weren't able to protect their child or didn't prepare their child for situations that they may come up against that may make them feel uncomfortable and unsafe. And a way that we help parents to deal with that and look at it and give them some power back is that we do protective behaviours alongside the parents with their children. So what we would do with them is we would coach them with the activities and the skills and the language to do to promote these conversations with the children in the home, so that the children get all that great sense of learning and the connectedness back with their parents, Because what we ultimately want to do, and one of the themes of PBs, is that you can talk with someone about anything, no matter what it is. We want to make sure that that child and that parent's bond and their communication is re-established again, so that the kids can go to their parents with all that good stuff around winning merit certificates and kicking their first goals, along with, you know, the not so good stuff around, you know, peer pressure and, you know, having someone touch them inappropriately and all these other things. It really helps heal that whole family when the parents can be involved and they can take back some of that power that was taken away with them around keeping their kids safe.